Hey everyone and welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you how to integrate Google Maps with your Flutter application. To do that, first you need to go into this console.google.com, which is console.cloud.google.com. There you have to create a fresh project to integrate the Google Maps into your Flutter applications. We'll see how we can do this. So once you after login, so go here and create a new project. And after selecting the new project, so it will ask for the new project name. So you can randomly give whatever name you want. So I'll give it as Flutter Maps Demo. So and click create. So you can see it is created over here. So when you click on the view, so this will open the newly created project over here. So next thing, you need to click on the top left side and you have to search for the Google Maps. Go down and you will see Google Maps over here. So when you click on this Google Map, so you see all these services are available, APIs and services. From these APIs you should get the API key, so that will integrate your the Google Maps into your Flutter application. So currently I'm doing it for the iOS, so I just click the iOS. The same way whatever I'm doing for iOS, in the same manner you can select the Android if you are using for Android. Only thing is you have to enable this. Okay, I'm doing it for iOS, so I selected this and you have to enable this. If you are doing it for Android, you have to enable this. Once you are done with enabling this, next you need to get the API key. To get the API key, so you have to go here and click and select the API and services. So in this API and services, you should get the API key. Once you click the API services, go to the credentials. Under credentials, you see right now there is no API key over here. So to create the API key, click create credentials and select the API key. So once you click the API key, it has created an API key, so you can copy it later. So click the close and this is your API key. So now you are done with integrating the Google API Maps SDK. You're done with integrating the API over here. So next thing is you have to copy this API into your iOS folder. So to do that, so go to your Flutter project and under Flutter project, now you are done with creating an API. Next thing you have to download. Next you need to add a dependencies in your pub/spec geometer. To add the dependencies, you have to go to your pub.dev and go to your Google Maps Flutter. So in this Google Maps Flutter, we are doing it for the iOS. So we are done with this step. If you see, right, there's a step they have mentioned it. They are asking to go to the console.google and do all the steps. What are the steps we have seen, right? All the steps we already done. So we are not doing it. And for Android, for iOS, what we need to do, whatever the key that we got, that key we need to add in the iOS folder. But for Android, you have to add these lines in your Android manifest file. So in this place, you have to add the API key that we currently generated in our Cloud Google. In the same way, you are generating for Android, and here we are generating it for the iOS. So to do that, either you can open the Xcode and do it, or otherwise you can do directly from the Visual Basic. So I am just opening my Xcode over here. So here I'll simply import this. I'm doing it for this one, right? I'll simply copy this one, import Google Maps, and I will add it to my Xcode, and one more line over here, which is this one. I will add here. So in this place of API key, so what I'll do, I'll go to my here and I'll copy this. So which was we recently created this, and I'll paste this. So I am done with this. Next, which you see in the Google. Next, so we have to add this embedded previews in our info.plist file. So to do that, go to your runner. So here just add this and just give it as yes. It's a boolean, and just give it as S. Okay, we are done. So we are done with adding into our respective folders. So we are done. So we are done with integrating, we are done with adding APIs to our Xcode project. And the next thing is you have to add this dependencies, add this Google Maps Flutter to your dependencies. So you have to copy and go to your pubspec.yaml, and here under dependencies, so you have to add. So when you click save, you see the Dart is importing all the respective files here. So it is importing all the respective files over here. So we'll wait until it's finished. So it is done. Next, go to your main.dot file. The first step towards creating it, you have to import the currently added dependencies over here. You have to import the package which is a Google Maps Flutter. So which is a package. So this is the one you have to import. Now this is what you are done with integrating a API. You are done with integrating the Google Maps to your Flutter project. Next we'll see how we can implement this. Go down here. Okay, go to your scaffold. So under scaffold, just create a body over here. So in this body, just call Google Map. So inside Google Map, I'll specify the type of a map, which is a dot. I'll just specify normal. So whatever, there are different kind of maps are available, which is hybrid, normal, terrain, and satellite. So I'll select the normal one, and before that you have to initialize the camera position. So which position the camera should initialize. To do that, first you need to initialize the initial camera position. For that, let me create one final camera position value. So you have to write camera position, and you have to write, so I'm just assigning this. So in this you have to specify the camera position. So inside target, so in this target you have to give latitude and longitude. So I have a latitude longitude I already saved. So this is some random latitude longitude data that I have taken it from the Google. So I'm just simply pasting over here. And next I'll specify the how much zoom it should show. I'm just giving some 15. Anything you can give, any whatever. So I am done with creating an initial position of the camera. So now I need to add that initial position, initial camera position over here. So initial position. Okay, I am done. So next, so let's see how it will show. So let's run and see how it is showing. Okay, you can see the map is loaded with the initial camera position, and for the latitude longitude, for this latitude longitude, it is taking somewhere over here. So which is somewhere in the US. So here it is showing. So we are done with showing initial camera position. Next we will see. Next what I am going to do is, so when I tap over here, example when I tap over here, so right now nothing was happening, right? So if I tap on here, what my intention is, in which position I need to tap, that position should automatically, the camera will take to that position. Like if I tap on the top, example, you can see the re over here. If I tap on the re, so my camera position should go there. So that we'll see how we'll do that. To do that, you need to specify this one. You need to create one key which is called Google Map Controller, and add a controller over here. And next you have a property called onMapCreated. Just use onMapCreated. So in this onMapCreated, so you can create a separate function, or you can write it directly over here. So I'm not creating any separate function, I'm just directly creating over here. So and I'll create a set state over here and specify a set state. In this set state, to my Google Map controller, I will assign the current controller from this onMapCreated. So what this will do, so and again this will have one callback, and this will have a callback which is on tap. This is having a callback, just nothing but non tap. So go and do the on tap. The on tap is also having a key which is a, so I'll just writing down as a coordinates, and from here I need to specify the camera positions. The controller, I need to animate my camera. So inside this camera I'm just writing camera update. So we are just updating the current location to where I have currently selected the longitude. So I should pass this coordinates over here. So I'm done with this. We'll see what it will do. Okay, it's already running. Now see, now I'm tapping on the re. Okay, let me restart. So you can see wherever I tap, that is coming at the, it is moving to the current position. See, next I will tap at the pier at the bottom, Spring Street. You can see at the bottom over here, which is a Spring Street. I will tap there. When I say that is, now this is how we can do it. We can move the camera position. So the next thing is I just want to add a marker. Wherever I tap, I just want to add a marker over there. To do that, let's create a marker. The next thing, I want to set a marker over here. So I am just specifying a marker over here. I'll write markers is equals to set dot from. Okay, next I'll go here and I'll specify marker is equals to markers. And next thing is, so we are done here. Next we'll create a marker over here on tap. Go here, write a marker, and I'll name it as marker is equals to, the marker has so inside marker I will pass marker ID. So this is nothing but some random key, any random value. I will just I'll give some value, some dummy value. And next I have to pass the position. So position means the current coordinates. This is where we are getting the coordinates, right? That coordinates the camera is also positioning. The same I'll take over here, the coordinates. Next, and after, when you're tapping on the, so okay, we'll see this. So we'll see what this will do. So we are done with the marker. So we need to set, I want to set the state over here. So in this set state, I want to add the marker. Markers dot add currently created marker. Okay. So I'm done. So I'm just restarting it again. So I don't know why it is asking for the restart every time. So right now I'll tap on the Sharoni Lake bathhouse here. See, when I tap here, it has moved my camera position, and as well as it added a marker over here. Next I'll tap on the nesting view on the top left. See, again it's Pickling nesting view it has. So wherever I tap, so this will add the marker over here. So wherever I'll add, it will add the pointer here. The next thing is when I tap on the marker, so as nothing is showing here. What I want to show is when I tap on this marker, the marker should show some text, or otherwise it will show the coordinates. So how I can do that? So in the same way, like in the marker, we have something called info window. Here in the info window, we have a title property. So in this title, whatever you want to pass, you can pass. Either you want to pass any text dynamically, or otherwise you can use geocoder here and you can pass the exact location name. You can do that, or otherwise anything you want to, you can add some dummy text here. You can add the dummy text. I want to add a latitude longitude data over here, so because I'm getting it from the coordinates, right? So I want to add the latitude and longitude over here. So how I can add? So from here, from this coordinates I will have latitude. So I'm just passing the latitude data, and if I want to add the longitude data also, I can do it. Give some space, and here I'll pass the longitude data too. Longitude, okay. Now we'll see. So I'm restarting it again. Now see, I'll tap on this Cherolean Lake Boathouse. So I have tapped here. Now if I tap on the marker, I can see the latitude longitude over here. You can see the latitude and longitude is displaying over here. Again, if I tap on the Cherolean amphitheater at the bottom right, so it is now my camera moved over here, and if I tap on the marker, it will show. So this is how we are done with the integrate. So we have seen how to integrate Google Maps with our Flutter application, and also we have seen basic fields. So what Google Maps are having. So this is how we can do an integration with the Google Maps.